Anyone who's been in the crosshairs of Asmongold has been the recipient of unlimited amounts of death threats, okay? I know this better than anybody else because I've been in his crosshairs quite a bit. Now, of course, I have a very sizable audience, so it doesn't really fucking matter. We just ban him and we fucking move on, okay? Breaking 2, the biggest freaks online are teaming up again. Oh, here we fucking go. Anyone surprised that Charlie Kirk hasn't been paying attention? Go anywhere, Reddit, Twitter, etc. You'll find thousands of unhinged direct calls to violence over politics. I'm gonna get fucking killed, dude. I swear to God. Holy shit. To go beyond the political violence. Kirk didn't pioneer anything. He just professionalized and monetized it. Can we do a vote on whether you should hire security? Oh my fucking Lord, dude. We have reached new levels of parasocialism. Can we run a vote in the chat? Wait, what is this? Is this Asmongold's new take on political violence?
And giving this asymmetrical, in my opinion, advantage to left-wing people to fully and with complete freedom practice genuine terrorism on a daily.
Dude, he's such a pussy. Just say you want me to be fucking killed, okay? What is this? What is this wishy-washy like, oh, the left gets to do terrorism and the left is defended for doing terrorism and they should actually experience the violence themselves. That's what he's trying to say.
And then, you know, congratulate each other about how moral and how good they are for doing it because something bad that happened in Palestine or something bad that Donald Trump did 3 years ago. This is just
Twitch partner streamer, by the way.
Simply a response. This is what's going to happen. And so, and I think that that's probably what it's going to take for these left-wing people to realize what a bad idea what they've been doing is. Because until it starts happening to them, until they start having people that are their friends or, you know, their, like icons that they look up to, the same way people looked up to Charlie.
Dude, this is so fucking stupid, okay? This person is more my contemporary on the opposing side than fucking this rat is. I was supposed to debate him 2 weeks from now. What the fuck are you talking about? I've known this person for longer than I've known Asmongold. He has abhorrent views, okay? And I despise his views. But he's over here using the death of a dude I was supposed to debate 2 weeks from now to fucking call for violence in the pussiest way possible without naming names here too, because he doesn't want to get banned. He doesn't want to go that far because he already experienced that. He already experienced that issue one time when he actually said, you know, Palestinians deserve genocide. While he's fucking crying on the sidelines about 86-47, he's literally saying until the left start dropping like flies, they won't understand the violence that they're causing in this country. Why the fuck would I want to debate Charlie Kirk if I wanted him to be killed? It's so fucking stupid. This is a much more active death threat than any number of different clip chimp things that he could point to about me, okay?
Charlie Kirk, you know, until they start seeing those people get killed, I don't think it's really going to be real for them. And unfortunately, I think that's the path that we're headed down because of the government and social media companies and every other seemingly government.
He's such a fucking coward. He can't, like, you know what he's saying, but he can't openly say it. He has to, like, dance around it, you know?
Apparatus that has just completely hand-waved this problem and ignored.
Yeah. I'm willing to bet. Is this on his latest YouTube video or something? Let me see. Let me see if Asmongold's audience understood the assignment here. Let's take a look. Because anytime this fucking clown actually goes offline, as you guys know, right on fucking cue, I know about it. Why do I know about it? Because his fucking audience comes in here to start issuing death threats. Okay? They kill us while calling us violent. He hasn't streamed in a week. I know. That's why I haven't been getting as many fucking death threats. The way the left is celebrating this on Reddit and threads is absolutely disgusting, shameful, which is why we must kill them. People are so fucking stupid in the way that they analyze the situation. They're so horny to fucking disparage. They're so horny to just be like, oh yeah, fuck this guy. Hasan deserves worse or whatever the fuck. They're so cowardly in their commentary and their rhetoric. Why would I advocate for violence to take place against a person that I'm supposed to be sitting next to in a public event. Well, like, it doesn't make any sense. It's also outside of my advocacy in general. It's not something that I advocate for anyway. But it's crazy that it doesn't even make sense from the perspective of just self-interest. It doesn't even make sense from self-interest. Yeah, dude, I want to get fucking killed. Personally, that's what I want. Oh my God. Using the death of a political commentator to issue a non-specific, somewhat vague, within the confines of permissibility death threat to another political commentator who was supposed to debate the first political commentator that died today. Sick. Crying about how all the violence is coming from the left.
It entirely. So the death of Charlie.
Yeah, he's couching his death threat in the "they won't stop this violence until we start killing them."
Charlie Kirk and the assassination of him should not come as a surprise to anyone. This should be something that everybody could have expected. All you had to do is read Twitter for an hour and you could have told me this would have happened, of course. Same with Reddit. And until that core problem is addressed, you will continue to see a rapid decline in
anyone who's been in the crosshairs of Asmongold has been the recipient of unlimited amounts of death threats, okay? I know this better than anybody else because I've been in his crosshairs quite a bit. Now, of course, I have a very sizable audience, so it doesn't really fucking matter. We just ban him and we fucking move on, okay? This post full of death threats for pointing out Charlie's comments about empathy. I mean,
any type of social discourse, and I'm actually kind of afraid to see what's going to happen next, because
yeah, he doesn't have to worry about it because he doesn't do anything outside. He never leaves his fucking house. I do, like, all the fucking time.
I think it's just going to continue getting worse, and I don't see the reason for it to stop.
Yeah, until the left has a couple of their content creators killed, will the violence not stop? Meanwhile, the violence, is it coming from the left? Nobody knows. We don't know. Overwhelming majority of the violence is coming from the right. Are there instances where there is a left ideologically aligned shooter, attempted assassin? Certainly. Okay. America's a very violent nation. It's bipartisan, that violence. It is shocking, though, what the disparity actually looks like in terms of political violence, in terms of mass shootings. Okay. And we don't even know anything about this fucking instance regardless. And yet, here's Asmongold posturing about how this is actually a direct byproduct of the violent rhetoric. Now, if, for example, liberals and leftists saying Charlie Kirk is a Nazi, is violent rhetoric, what is it when you call me a terrorist 1,000,000 times over every single fucking day? Every single day. What is it when you demand the government actually deport me? What is it when you demand the government actually arrest me? Every single fucking day. It's not even deplatforming at this point. He just literally cries and demands that the government actually take action over and over again. Well, that's patriotism, I guess. Yeah. Anyone trying to play the blame game when a shooting happens and says which side the shooter was on is fucking R-word. Read their comments, their manifesto. They're not left-wing or right-wing. No, they were. They were a Nazi. So, of course, it came out and was like, this is apolitical. It's crazy. The shooter today had a manifesto? No, that was the prior week's mass shooting. I agree with what you said, except that this is 90% left and 10% right in terms of violence. It's pretty even down the middle. The left side is just more recent. Saying it's mostly those who are just flat out wrong. I love this guy. This guy's like, listen, it's 50-50. It's not. It literally is not. Look at it. Look at the actual numbers and you'll realize it is not 50-50 at all. Yeah, I saw this as well. Anyone surprised at what happened?
Like this, and those days are over.
There are no repercussions for this anymore. Let's go. Isn't that good? You deserve to be suppressed. Your views deserve to be shut down.
They literally just unabashedly think that it's okay as long as it doesn't happen to them. It's completely beyond reasonability. Yeah. No, there is no extremist linked deaths from 2013 to 2022 is not even a question. By the way, this is ADL, so of course they have domestic Islamist extremists as a separate category. But back then, every time there is a mass shooting, they immediately go trans. There are unironically people who think like Trans people are overrepresented in mass shootings. That's how crazy it is. Isn't that wild? It's just, it blows my mind, dude. It blows my fucking mind. So much of the domestic terror on U.S. soil, like the overwhelming majority of domestic terror on U.S. soil, is conducted by far-right anti-government extremists. And yet we just sit around and we're like, well, the left is real violent too. It's like, that's not the case. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, that's what Charlie Kirk was unironically arguing about in his final breath, literally. Survey of Americans being asked, of all the U.S. murders linked to political extremism over the last decade, how many do you think have been committed by overall left-wing extremists? 25%. Right-wing extremists, overall, all Americans polled, almost close to 50%. This is from 2022. Biden voters overwhelmingly say it's right-wing extremists, which is ironic because they're correct. Democrats also say it's overwhelmingly right-wing extremists, which is also correct. Trump voters believe. Republicans don't even reach the 50%. Not even 50% of Republicans think that most of the murders, U.S. murders linked to political extremism over the last decade are from left-wing extremists, except for Trump voters. I wonder why. Almost all versus more than half. Yeah. I mean, we saw this. We saw this with Thomas Crooks. It don't matter. It don't matter. Dude was a registered Republican. They're like, nope, that's a blue-haired libtard. That's right. He was blue-haired. Registered Republican. Wearing the gear. What is this? What the fuck is this?